Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, Minerals Minister Susan Shabangu says mine nationalisation is a wrong and dangerous question to ask. Merafe Resources says rising costs put South African ferrochrome producers under pressure, and Forbes Coal starts trading on the JSE. Asking whether South Africa should nationalise its mining industry was the wrong, dangerous question to ask in searching for the answer to South Africa's evil triplets of poverty, inequality and unemployment, said Mineral Resources Minister Susan Shabangu.
There is a hive of activities with regard to the issue of nationalisation of our mines. This has included even those who do not understand what it means and what its implications are. The truly dangerous thing is asking the wrong question. Imagine analyzing the South African evil triplets of poverty, inequality and unemployment, and coming to the conclusion that the reason why this persists is because the mining industry are not nationalized. If there is one thing we who are members of the oldest liberation movement on the continent can pride ourselves on, is that we dropped some of these ideological extremes long before it became fashionable to do so.
JSE-listed Merafe Resources said that rising costs were making it increasingly difficult for South African ferrochrome producers to stay competitive.
South Africa, and I'll talk specifically about the mining industry, it's under tremendous pressure from all sides in trying to keep its operating costs down. Firstly, and you'll be very aware of what's going on from a wages point of view, a labour point of view. Increases have been above inflation, at least for the last 5 years, so we've got pressure from that point of view. Secondly, power prices. We used to be the cheapest provider of power in the world. The last 3 years, power's gone up by 25% each year, which is slowly making some intensive energy users uncompetitive. Add on to that your CSI spend, your social and labour plans, which is something we believe in, and we want to do that, but those do come at a cost. And then finally, what has been mooted is carbon tax. Carbon tax, we don't believe that has been properly thought through. We're engaging with government on that, because that will be a killer blow for some energy intensive industries. And finally, the other cost pressure was royalty tax that was introduced a few years ago.
Toronto-based Forbes and Manhattan Coal celebrated a secondary listing on the Johannesburg Bourse.
It's twofold. Firstly, we had to, because of South African Reserve Bank requirements and the way we structured the original acquisition of Slater Coal, we had to commit to an inward listing. And secondly, we feel it's a great opportunity to take advantage of, getting exposure to the domestic investor base.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged on to miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.